Big numbers. Whole team counted this a big number.
S-T-R-O.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. In my business, I ain't getting paid with you. I color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news. What I do?
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Jets. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Tight. Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight.
On first down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was looking for a Nunwa there, but it's going to be second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. Might have put a screen soon.
Back to throw, Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over first and 10.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Again, it's Brady. And it's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Ern Smith Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He was brought down by Brandon Copeland. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Under 10.
Now Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Check, check. Lucky.
Sugar.
Brady now going to leave it with Michel on the draw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Mike, 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 hey, watch the slant. Hey, Alabama.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Brady's throw there complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go
under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Darnold now to throw. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 49 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A reminder coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing... And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your...
There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mark Ingram. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Tucker with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Throwing on first down is Brady. The left side caught by Diggs. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 26 and a first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead now up to 14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mark Ingram on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Off of play action, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
We'll see if it's that easy here. Now Brady. And that is incomplete here. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Brady buying time to his left. That is caught inside the 5. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, Michelle. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. A big play there for New England. 42 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
There's a throw with a Millen's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a first and 10. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
53 is the mic.
Throwing on second and 8. Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now it's Darnold, and he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Zach Cunningham picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line. Okay, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Big stop, D. Big stop.
They start to drive with White. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Michelle. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check for it.
On first down, Michelle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go.
First down, here's White. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A big effort that time out of Ingram. 57 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zach Cunningham. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Brissett. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Brissett now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as 1 on this one, and 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on. Hey, hold on. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, check.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got the shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, down in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros.